I've got my sketch in front of me, so I know what I'm doing. I've got my blocks to work from. Last week, very briefly, I touched on putting the darts into a panel, and there was quite a few noddings going on, so I hope that means that it made sense to you. So, if I were to use... Are we looking? If I was to use this block, which has a shoulder dart and a waist dart, and I was to make panels from this, I would not have this panel line, would I? I would have a panel line that was coming from the shoulder. This panel line comes from the armhole. So the first thing I've got to do is move this dart into the armhole. Yeah, which is what you did last week. So line it up. So what's the first thing I do is I mark where I'm moving my dart to. This is what you did last week, yeah? I'm going to get rid of this one and put it there. So round I go. I start from here. Round I go. Not changing side seam, not changing this dart, not changing the centre front, not changing the neckline. Get to this dart. Yes, this is where I'm changing. So I stop there. Just mark that dart in. Pin in the bust point, swing it, close it. Exactly what you did last week. I thought your glasses were broken. It's not good, is it?
No, but my father sent me another Monday, so must be now here.
Good.
I have to catch it.
And I end up back where I started. When I take this off, ta-da! This dart is closed and this one has opened here, okay? I'm just going to, is that, not quite see the mark. That's that one against the bust. Okay, let me just draw the dart in. Now, if that's the bust point, what do? We always set the dart at the apex of the dart back a little bit so that we don't get pointy boobs, we get curvy boobs. Don't worry too much about measurement at this moment in time. You're working on a half scale, and it's the principle that I want you to get hold of, okay? So just set it back a little bit and draw the dart in. So there we are. Move this to there. So we're nearly there. I've got to make this into a panel line. So I'm going to use a different coloured pen so you can see it. So, this piece, I'm going to go down this side of the dart. Move the bust point. Just connect them. Just like that.
And we have two pieces instead of having the darts. We have two pieces.
That's correct. There's one piece, which is this one. Yeah. If I take a different colour pen, and feel free to take different coloured pens. But I know I like to have a sharp pencil, but when you're learning, it's quite nice to distinguish, isn't it, your lines. So don't worry. If you want to use different colours, do that. So I've gone this time. I went down that side of the dart, through the bust again, and down that side of the dart. And this has become that pattern piece. All okay so far. Yeah. All I've done is I've taken this dart into the armhole, which we did last week, and then I've taken either side of the darts to create a seam. You know, so this doesn't exist anymore. It's gone into a seam, which, as Joanne said last week, has an end. Because between the seam and the dart, there's seams that ends. The other thing I need to do, looking at my sketch, always have your sketch out in front of you, yeah? Because you're relating to it all the time. The other thing is I wanted to change the neck slightly, didn't I? I leave it entirely up to you. Don't worry about measurements. So I'm going to just set the neck a little bit wider, and I'm going to bring it down.
Just like that?
Just like that. Okay. Because there's no measurements here. I think it's just a process of what you do.
Or the per muscle.
Yes. Yes, yes. I'm a stickler for using my eye and drawing lines.
Cool, yeah.
But don't forget, I've done it a long time, but if you like working with your eye, then please do. The only thing you need
No,
to
I'm
make...
really bad with it.
Oh, okay,
I'd
so
rather-
use your,
yeah.
use your pattern master. The only thing I ask you that you do is that you make sure you've got a right angle here, yeah? So you don't get a hill going on here, and you don't get a trough going on. You have a smooth line, right angled up here. Yeah, so there we are. Not so hard, huh? I'm just going to cut these pieces out now.
Yeah, the buttons are in the other one.
Buttons are on the back, aren't they?
Yeah. That's only the only